Hey everybody, it's Connor and Keith from the Mean Boys Podcast.
Yo.
How you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in this week. We got a great show for you today with Leah Kayajanian joining us in the studio. Quick note to get out of the way. A couple of little technical difficulties where the recording stopped for a few minutes, so there'll be a couple of weird time skips. We'll address it in the show, but it's still a great episode. I think you guys
it still ended up, and honestly, some of the time skips ended up being funnier than what we did before.
Yeah. We redid our first 5 jokes in the beginning, and we just had to react like we'd never heard them before.
Yeah, so bear with us on that. But Leah was great. Follow her on all the social medias and go see her. She's performing in a town near you.
All that good stuff. Holy shit, you guys fucking flooded us with iTunes reviews as a 9/11 present last week. That was amazing. We got like 15 in 1 week. And I found out that we can see the reviews from other countries. So we got some pretty good ones from Australia here. This one is from Evil Jedi Hamster.
Shut up.
I know, yeah. That's the Cards Against Humanity fucking iTunes.
Yeah, exactly.
Username.
This one's from Ninja Monkey Pirate.
Yeah, this one is from, I was online in 2005, too. There's a faint smell of boiled cabbage every time I cue this up in my podcast app, and my cat refuses to come down from the attic whenever it's playing, only returning hours later and covered in unspeakable juices. I don't know what you're doing or how it's this good, but keep it up.
How's Unspeakable Juice is not one of our episodes already?
I think it is. I think it is now, just because I'm probably be too lazy to go find an actual quote from the show to use.
That is a new benchmark for our sloth.
So enjoy episode 79, Unspeakable Juices. Also enjoy Don Carlos Taco Shop in La Jolla, California, the finest Mexican food that money can buy. Visit eataburrito.com for more information. Catering, vegetarian options, fucking black market gun deals, as we've discussed in past shows. That's on the secret menu down there.
Yeah, Don Carlos hooks it up. We are also sponsored by the Comfort Ninja Inflatable Lounger. Super cool inflatable furniture, no external pump required. You just scoop air in there with your goddamn hands like a savage.
Yeah.
It comes in a bunch of different fun colors.
You inflate it the same way Keith eats peanut butter. It's just with his hands in the middle of the night.
Yeah, just fist it into your hole at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Heck of a promo we're cutting.
Comes in all kinds of colors.
Yeah, all kinds of colors. You can take it out anywhere.
Purple, maybe.
Yeah, inside, outside. Motherfucker goes in the water. Doubles as a pool toy.
Yeah.
You can click the link in our show notes to pick it up. Use the promo code NINJA to get 20% off.
And lounge like a ninja.
Sure, why not? That could be a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, thank you all for subscribing on Patreon. It's so cool to see the numbers keep going up and up. And you're going to be getting an extra episode this month. I know the show's going out a day late, but to be fair, we had to stay up late and talk about Glenn Danzig. So
yeah, priorities too.
You guys all understand. So there's going to be actually 6 episodes this month, including that bonus episode with the Goods from the Woods and This Is Rad. So once we get to 1,000, we're going to be doing 2 extra ones every month. And we want to do the show twice a week someday, but as of right now, we just don't have the time.
Yeah, we frankly don't have the time to do it as much as we do, but we love you more than we love being healthy in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
Yeah, we are truly dying. But no, so do we have anything else?
I think that's it. Just cool. If you like the show, tell your 2 friends if you haven't told them already. Stay woke, Australia. I don't know. Thanks. Love you guys. Here's the show.
Hello and welcome to the Mean Boys podcast. Health is just the delusion that death is avoidable. I'm Tom Goss.
I'm Connor McSpadden.
I'm Keith Carey.
And I'm
a spam bot on parakeetsmeat.com. Oh, you done got catfished by one of them fake birds.
He got birdfished.
Have you guys seen flying fish?
Be a bird.
Dude, I watched a nature documentary last night. Those things are fucking crazy.
Stop learning new animal facts. You have way too many as it is.
My favorite thing about this episode so far is just watching Tom physically, with all his might, try not to fuck up introducing the show for the first time.
Welcome to the
Hey, everybody, this is how I always talk.
Mean Boys podcast.
Hi, Leah.
Hey.
You having fun?
Great time.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us. Leah, hot off the softball field.
Yep.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Tom.
She's kind of the, I'm trying to think of a good, she's kind of the Suge Knight of the LA comedy softball community, She just keeps, she might not be, the most moral, but she keeps it all together, and keeps the records flying off the shelves. I don't know. I was struggling to find a better analogy.
I could see you doing some evil, like Tanya Harding softball shit.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
I could just see you going over, with pulling out a switchblade, deflating a soccer ball so you can get the field,
Wait, we're talking about
kids
softball.
are in your way. Well, maybe they're playing kickball, and it's a kickball.
No,
there's a lot of
it's a
options.
softball.
I mean, to be fair,
Softball.
you are for sure the only person who's ever been in this house who has ever done an athletic activity.
Oh, well,
so,
Yeah, that's
I
very
can see
true.
that.
Well, I was saying in my alternate universe where you're trying to get kids to get out of your fucking softball field, you just pss, and you're like, hey,
The biggest
here, kid,
problem-
catch, and then flop.
they had was dumb people walking their dogs. You still get
yeah.
those
Yeah, we
idiots with
still
their
get
fucking
that.
and then I'm
like
like,
families walking through.
yeah, fucking dipshits.
Oh.
I got a little story that I think will provide for some good Connor McSpadden making fun of fodder before we get going.
Oh, I'm excited for this story.
All right, I know I don't. This is a good story, and I'm still going to make it boring.
Let's see
And,
where this goes to.
this isn't an
which
absolute-
field in Pennsylvania does this crash into?
Yeah, just before you get a little warmed up before we bomb with our jokes. This is a lot of people know the con man owes some money to the wrong people. Chase Bank, the federal government, my mom, and I've been driving the Postmates, in my spare time, and I was headlining that club in fucking Arizona last week, which is why I missed the live show at Meltdown. I'm out like 3 a.m, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just go back to my Airbnb at fucking o'clock. I got nothing to do. Get a call, go up to a hotel, and it's Chris Leah ordered the pizzas. A guy who I was on television with 9 months ago. And he's like, what the fuck? Wait, who is that? Yeah, and I was like, yeah. And he's like, what are you doing here? I was like, well, I'm headlining a comedy club. It's a shittier one than you're doing downtown. Everything's going great. And he's like, do you live out here? And I was like, no. And he's like, you're just on the road doing Postmates? And I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, enjoy your 2 pizzas at 3 a.m.
You're like, can I leave now? Or-
Yeah. He left a very nice tip, though. So, I don't know. I thought that'd be funny just because it's, about my terrible career.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
At
it.
least you headlined. You weren't, like the opener.
Yeah, but, I also, gave people Chinese food.
Yeah, you also gave a real comedian a pizza after your show.
I know, but it's so funny. They immediately were on TV with this man. I opened for it before, for a whole weekend, and he's just like, "No, hey, you forgot the red pepper."
When me and Connor were on the road up in Oregon, there was a comic who showed up who was just randomly in his van, and he did a guest spot. And then we were driving out to the Midwest. He once again just popped up in New Mexico. And now he lives in his van in Orange County. I see him at my. He's just he's just following
How do you know
us.
that's not about you?
I fucking hate
I
that
plan
guy.
on it being on me.
Wait, like he's following Tom?
yeah.
That guy is terrifying. 'Cause
I like him.
Well, he shows up at a van. He's just like, "Hey, remember me?" And I'm like, "All right, everybody. The Mean Boys are back after a rare round of technical difficulties. We realized we cut right after that van story that kind of went nowhere. We missed a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
and unfortunately, all our jokes were pretty good, which was kind of infuriating. So
Thank you, Connor.
Let's all just run through them and act like we heard them for the first time. Does
Yeah.
that sound, that could either be funny or go terribly.
Well, at least the audience will get to hear him.
Yeah, at
they
least-
won't get to hear all the fun joy they brought us the first time.
I can
but-
bring back the joy.
No, you can't. Stop, Tom.
Look, well, we don't. Our stenographer actually took the day off. We're gonna just read the script, and go back and recreate it perfectly. But all right, I'll take us away very organically. Nutmeg, the world's oldest cat, died at age 32. No word yet on who will eat Leah's corpse when she dies alone.
You sad old lady. Hey,
yeah.
speaking of cats,
What?
an African restaurant has been closed for serving cat meat to customers, disproving the age-old stereotype that black guys won't eat pussy.
Oh, they do in that case. I'll tell you that right now.
Cha-cha, etc.
In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, blood started seeping out of a funeral home and onto the roadway. A spokesman for the home said the incident was due to a blockage in a storage tank line and also all the murders.
Oh,
Girl, you crazy for that one.
Tom is having a seizure.
Here we go, Tom.
Here's the best part:
Yeah.
is we all know for a fact Tom's joke is dog shit, retarded, and he has to read it again. Two things that are very hard for him: reading and joke writing.
This is so fucking stupid.
That's why I wanted to do it. I was like, look, this is going to be way better than if we're like, all right, sorry, we'll take it from the top. Let's get this momentum going again. Yeah. Okay, Tom, knock him dead.
Don't you dare do a different joke.
Yeah, Tom.
Okay.
The
Hurricane Harvey
is the problem.
No, Hurricane Harvey.
No?
No.
At 88. Sorry. An 88-year-old man was convicted of beating his wife with a hammer, proving once again that senior citizens shouldn't be nailing each other.
Fucking boo.
So much worse the second time. Because the first time, you God.
This is the dumbest first one-fifth. I lost it.
All right, we have 2 more repeats, and then we're actually back on track.
Yeah, actually, what were some of these great in the moment riffs? Yeah, I said that Tom writes jokes like, like the back of a Reader's Digest. For
We were talking about that
satanic
Jonas
retards.
Brothers actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the-
Tom thought he referred to Zach Braff as that Jonas Brothers actor, and then he was like, "Oh, but you know who I'm talking about," and I was like, "Literally nobody does." And then we eventually reverse engineered Zac Efron.
I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that
you
say
got-
about me?
Leah's very smart.
Yeah, you have whatever the shining is for dim people.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, I guess I got to do mine again.
Yep.
And this sucks because this is one of my favorite ones I've had in a long time. An Indian doctor was stabbed to death in Kansas. His last words were, "In my country, I was a super doctor."
don't act like you weren't excited to get to do the voice again.
I can't. I'm not good at an Indian accent. That's not one of the ones I can do.
Actor Zach Braff's face was illegally used to sell Ukrainian boner pills. The medication is called Hardened State.
Yeah,
There we go.
I'm starting to think we should do a run through of the jokes every week.
Dress rehearsal.
We're getting it so efficient this time. You
Yeah.
know, there's no fat on this show.
Right, there's a lot of fat on this show. Me and Tom are still here.
Hey, that's my line.
I'm faster than you. All right.
Jeffrey Sandusky, son of Jerry Sandusky, has pled guilty to 14 counts of child sexual abuse. When asked for comment, the elder Sandusky said, "He was always a disappointment. Only 14?"
Oh, that's a good time over there.
An 88-year-old man was convicted of beating his. Oh, sorry, I was debating just doing the same joke 5 more. Okay,
I'd
all right.
sure like if you didn't.
Billions of dollars of damage have been done by the hurricanes this year. President Trump will now be building a new wall from Florida to Texas to keep away illegal immigrants from Atlantis.
Okay, Tom doing Bill Maher. Let me tell you about these Republicans, the elephant guys, Mr. Steelio, capital gains or whatever. Yeah, anyway, they don't like the sea. Okay,
The Dumbo leaders.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of good mermaid friends. I met them on the inside.
Yeah, they don't like hydro Mexicans or whatever.
Hydro Mexicans.
New chic hydro Mexican.
All right, guys. The CIA is requesting. I don't know what that was. The CIA.
The CIA is recrusting.
Let me tell you something about the CIA. All right, the globalists are trying.
Liars, pigs.
The CIA is requesting the authority to independently conduct drone strikes in Afghanistan. And Defense Secretary Mattis said yes, but only if they keep their room clean for a whole month.
Who's Bill Maher now?
I know, yeah. It's between that one or a pretty shitty one about drag shows, so I decided to prioritize. Well, I planned this. I was riding the wave after my Indian super doctor joke. You know, and we just all were going to coast to fucking a safe parachute landing.
Your wave crashed with the audio.
That was a wave file, too.
Yeah, no, I'm all wavy.
Get the...
A London sewer is being clogged by 130 tons of congealed oil, sewage, and condoms that is being referred to as a fatberg. In related news, something blah blah me, please stop tweeting me this joke. I've had like 5 people be like, "You're the fatberg."
Oh, nobody...
Literally my next joke.
I know.
Nobody could CC me on this? My Google alert...
How did you miss the fatberg?
I don't know. I guess I didn't have UPN for the 3 months it was on the air. The Fatbergs. Hubba hubba chubba.
Isn't there a restaurant called that?
Hubba hubba chubba. All right,
No, Fatberg.
No, you're fat burger, you dumb idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot a syllable.
Yeah, I called... The most
I know you guys
important
were-
syllable. A berg is a large hunk of ice, and a burger is a large hunk of why your heart isn't very good at this.
I don't eat meat.
Not well. You did at one point, clearly.
Yeah, for like
You don't eat
2
meat.
years.
Consistently.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All your arteries look like a
My
slimy
cholesterol
405
is
freeway.
terrific. Everything else is fucked.
Okay, Leah.
All right.
Call Keith fat.
Well, I can't now.
Yes, you can.
You change it to Tom.
A study by the Mayo Clinic found that adult pet owners who sleep with their dogs in the bed may experience a slight decrease in sleep quality and a slight increase in the odds that they will accidentally fuck their dog.
Accent like it's just gonna slip.
Well, that's what you say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, oh no.
Here, boy.
Oh no, I was sleep fingering this dog.
My cat. I have a scar on my dick from my cat. Have I told that on the podcast?
Oh my
I
god.
don't think so.
Yeah, when I was like 5 years old, the first night we brought Hobbs home. Male name, female cat. I was reading Bill Watterson comics, and she just jumps into bed and then just like claws outstretched, like full mass of a 3-pound cat, just like You know, so I just have like a 3 little like, you know, like on it, like the way a general's face would be, you know, like in an 80s action
like
movie.
a tri-grab.
Yeah,
I'll tell a really embarrassing story that I've never told in the podcast. When I was like 14, I had a dog, and I was like right at like peak bonerdom, and I read something online about like the peanut butter thing, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this, and I just put peanut butter. I remember putting peanut butter on my like dick, and then just like looking at my dog, and my dog just looking at me and just kind of going, I see your game, and just walking away. So then I just had peanut butter on my dick, and then I was like, now I gotta like go wash peanut butter off my dick.
I think a lot of
Did you
people have
wash
done
it
that.
off, or did you lick it off?
I mean, if I had that kind of flexibility, I wouldn't have needed a dog.
Did
you know what I mean?
Did he have a portal gun to get his head down there?
Yeah, good lord, the amount of science.
Yeah. Have
So
you
I got
told
friend zoned by a dog.
you ever told your other dog sex story on the show?
Which one is that?
Am I the
that
only one
involves
who
a
has
human?
not
How
had
many dog
sexual
sex
relations
stories do
with
you
an
I
animal?
don't know if I've ever told that.
No,
one.
I haven't.
I don't think I
Okay.
have told that one on this
Do you
show.
want to? You can't.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell. I was dating a girl. This was a long time ago.
So I
This is-
fucked a gerbil. Sorry, go ahead.
This is, and just to clarify, because I've had people I've
Doesn't
dated
Tom
since
look
be
like
concerned.
a really big gerbil?
You do kind of look like a stern hamster. This is nobody involved with the comedy scene. Nobody knows this person. But I was dating this girl, and we were together for like a year. And then she was like, "Oh, I have this like weird thing I'm into. Like, you know, it's like a sex thing. Like, can we try it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Like, I'll do anything once." And she's like, "Okay, it's like a weird kind of porn I like." And I'm like, "Okay, no problem." So we start fucking, and she like turns it on, and I look, and it's just like this lady in like a warehouse that just builds Russian sadness. Like, just this lonely concrete room, just like bent over, just Trek pants around the ankle. I'm like, nothing good is going to happen. And then the German Shepherd walks into the frame, and I'm like, wait, what are we doing? And then the dog starts fucking this lady.
Guy gets over, puts a little peanut butter on the pussy.
Oh, this dog did not need any peanut butter motivation. This dog was ready to party.
Okay.
And the worst part of the whole thing is, like, number one, I'm like fucking her from behind. Sorry, this is so gross. I'm fucking her from behind, so I can't like look away. I'm just like, oh, well, there it is.
Yeah.
And then she's like, wants me to like keep rhythm with the dog, and this dog is profoundly out fucking me. Like, this dog has skills, and I only did that like 9 more times. Then I said never again.
Did you really do it 9 times?
We did it quite a few times.
No, Keith.
It was either that or just not have sex, and I really like having sex.
It's one of these things where you get a burger and you're like, well, I am allergic to mayonnaise.
True story. I got her to like compromise by just turning the audio off. 'Cause I was like, if I don't have to hear it, that's fine.
What does it sound like?
You can get her a little.
It sounded like a lady. It sounded pretty rough. Like
Pretty rough.
sounded like a lady getting fucked by a dog. Like
All right, Tom, a pun.
Oh, yeah. No.
an 88-year-old dog.
In a discussion over whether or not President Trump was a white supremacist, holy shit. News anchor Travis Hill defended the president, saying he believed in the First Amendment and boobs. The opposition had nothing to say, but they believe that all men are created equal and that their anacondas don't want none unless you got buns, son. I fucked up like 9 times.
There's a lot wrong with that. Not the least of which is that you tend to not buns son, which implies that Sir Mix-a-Lot is also gay.
If you wrote that out on Facebook, there would be a read more button at the end of it. There was so much joke.
Well, I thought it would be okay since we all just told 10-minute stories about fucking dogs before.
Oh, you got something more interesting than that, Tom?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Would you ever watch a lady fuck?
My mental health over? My concept of self, is that funny? All right.
I got too real.
I got a little bomb karma built up here, so enjoy your just desserts, Tom. A new round of testing shows that the water in Flint, Michigan now meets federal standards. There's still no timetable on when it will pass federal standards for white people.
Yeah, you forget Flint's a thing still, you know?
Well, I'm saying-
it's like all the news stories from when I started comedy, no one said, like, what happened to those Malaysian airplanes? What's going on with Ebola?
What I'm getting now is you guys just are really indifferent to, institutionalized aqua racism.
We already discussed the Hydro Mexicans.
The Hydro Mexicans.
All right.
Leah's just like, oh man, it's warming up in here, and I don't know if I have more dog
There's
fun.
going to be ass prints on this seat, just so you guys know.
All right,
The seat is made out of ass prints at this
Okay.
point.
the
You're fine.
$100 Patreon reward.
Yeah, I was
for
going to
this
say, if
one.
any Mean Boys fans want to buy the chair.
Jesus. Don't tell me if they do, but give me a cut.
All right, here we go. A miniature potbelly pig was stolen from an Ohio couple. Authorities say they will not rest until the pig is returned, wee, all the way home. They don't all have to be fucking dogs.
Oh, that was delightful.
I enjoyed it.
Sometimes they're cute.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
All right. A recent study found that no matter how much you work out, sitting for long periods of time can result in early death, especially if you're sitting on knives. So stupid. Oh my god!
I don't know why.
These are
That's
great,
really
like
good.
Norm Macdonald anti-jokes.
Yeah.
We're killing it.
Oh, this one's really
I think
bad.
we're just used to each other's formulas. We got to switch it up and do a little dog fucking version of joke writing. You know, a little weird. You know.
Dozens of nurses were suspended and tried for lining up to stare at a man's genitals who was under anesthesia. The man left the hospital and is recovering quickly after he had the only possible crime committed on him that could boost his self-esteem.
Wait, hang on though. So these nurses were just lined up to see this, dude.
And they were just taking photos and videos of his dick.
Was it impressive?
Was it like a hog?
They
Or was it
wouldn't
like-
say, so I got to assume.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Was it like just like a beast, or was it like gross and weird? Like did it
Yeah.
have like
yeah,
fucking
did it
flowers
have-
growing
like,
out?
well,
of it or
there's not
something?
supposed to be right angles, you know, taking place.
Like, it looks like that screensaver you used to have with the pipes that just go everywhere.
Like
a
honestly,
hedgehog maze? How'd that get here?
if I heard the dick described, I'd probably be like, you know what, no harm, no foul. Maybe they had medical students in there that's like, yeah, we don't get a lot of these in here, so this is what happens.
No, it was people who worked at the hospital, and they were like, "Hey, check this cock out," and they all just lined up. But they couldn't get the information whether it was like huge or
boy.
the one
Whose
thing
cock is
everybody
that?
wants to
Yeah,
know.
it was either really big or really little.
yeah.
And the fact that they won't publicize it makes me believe it's really little. 'Cause I think if it was really big, the guy would be
But
like,
yeah,
Either
Yeah,
way,
please
they're
put
not
that out
allowed to
there.
publish it.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
this
against
is a
the
lot
law
of
to
attention
publish
I
it.
probably wouldn't want. You know, like maybe
Yeah.
this guy's got a girlfriend. He's like, don't blow up my spot. All right, I'm trying to be.
Nah, if somebody made a news story that was like breaking news, dude has huge dick, I would be all about that news story.
Why do I imagine this as the photo for the article?
That's going on my gravestone. Me in the sailor hat, naked.
Oh, okay, yeah. The good thing this is great for radio.
Hey, they have imagination.
Yeah, with a bunch of them also bought it. It's our merch.
Oh, but we haven't shipped it yet. Sorry.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, no, that's coming soon.
Ships.
All right, and finally, Motel 6 will no longer share its guest list with ICE agents, a point driven home by the end of its new company policy statement, I'm Tom Modad, and we didn't see nothing. I said Modad or something. Instead of
Modad, mo problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said ISIS at first. I was like, wait, Motel 6 was doing that?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know.
Motel 6 does look kind of ISIS-y adjacent, you know?
No, I don't. Go
Yeah,
on.
show your work.
Yeah, Tom.
I don't know. It's very, like, downtrodden. Like, I feel like ISIS could take over that area very easily.
Like a one Motel 6? I would hope
Yeah,
so.
are you talking
myself
about a
in the-
particular one or just in general?
Just most of the ones ISIS. Well, actually, they re-upped.
They've upped their game,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
like the old one, that's the, like,
Hey,
before
It's like
ISIS,
being-
after
yeah,
ISIS.
Motel 6 now is like being at a crack house in the future.
I
Like,
actually
it's all
like
very
her-
clean
yeah.
and wood.
I'm
and then you
thinking
go outside, you
Roadway
die.
Inn is what you're thinking.
Oh, fuck. Roadway Inn
those
is
are-
Tom did a gig that I did months later, and he's like, wait till you see this hotel. It's the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. It was a Motel 6, one of the worst
No, I was talking about the-
lodging experiences I've ever
I was
felt.
talking
in my
about the one in Arcata.
Oh, the old one?
Yeah, that
here-
shit was awesome.
Here's what
and that Motel 6 was the shit.
I
No,
flooded
it
the
was not.
hang on. I flooded the bathroom of that hotel about
I
8
knew you
minutes
would.
into being there.
Well, historic hotel is just code for shitty hotel.
No. It looks like it's from The Shining, and everything's real small. So, like, even the bathtub.
Yeah, it's the internet sucks, and I
So
felt like
that's good.
Godzilla. It ruled.
Yeah, really what you want from a hotel after a long day of driving. Creepy hallways, a bed you don't fit in, a shower that's just made of fucking just brass and hate.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, at that Motel 6, they didn't have shampoo.
Also, how
There was
nice
a
are the
big drug
homeless
deal.
people in that area?
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I chilled with them a bunch. They were real chill.
All right. I should probably do a joke now. A dog ate a bag of crack cocaine and killed his owner while being filmed for the BBC. The video of the event is currently the only funny comedy that has ever aired on British television.
Oh, come on. What about Faulty Towers?
Yeah, about Monty Python's fucking
You know,
Squibbity Babbity Parrot Hour or
Yeah,
whatever.
we've all pretended to like that one.
Ugh.
All right, a mysterious sea creature with fangs and no face washed up on Galveston Beach. Eel expert Kenneth Tye said it is most likely a fang-toothed snake eel, which, he added, is a distant cousin to the one-eyed snake eel in his pants. That was awful and so long.
Penis swimmers. We have penis
Can I
swimmers.
take a pass ever?
No, Leah. You,
Oh, I would pass 4 out of 5 times if I could do that. You
You could have just not done the show. That
gotta
would've
just
been the best.
bring
I would say,
find
Leah,
jokes that bring the hate out of them. That's what you're.
I gotta turn Tom's mic down because he's like legitimately
Well, he's,
giving
like,
me a
holding
headache.
I
it on
can't hear
his
anything.
mouth.
That's why I'm speaking. I had no idea.
I
I
would
was
give
that
Leah a
loud.
4 out of 5 on the joke off, which is higher than I think anyone has ever scored.
Yeah.
or tied up in the rafters.
But hang on, everybody, because Tom's about
Well, I
to
just
close
like
it
that she
strong.
heard eels and she's like, I don't know. This is happening in 10 minutes. I'm on the freeway.
Yeah.
Something about dicks.
What if a dick?
Yeah.
Portland is voting on passing an ordinance banning drag shows in the downtown area. The rights to the struggle has already been picked up by Hollywood for Footloose 2, The Untucking, starring Thong Cruise, Nick Naughty, Denzel Watch These Buns, and Kevin's not spacey enough between the legs to dance.
Tom, you want to watch me lose all faith in myself? I have the exact same joke.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I do. A small town in Kentucky is trying to ban drag shows. The rights to the story have already been optioned by a major motion picture company tentatively titled Size 12 Footloose.
I like mine better.
Watch these buns.
Yeah, Denzel Watch. I like you close on the Kevin Spacey one, the worst one that made the least amount of sense. You can't dance with thick thighs. Have you seen yourself truffle shuffle?
No, it's for a drag show. It's because he has a penis.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You could tuck it. Okay, whatever. The Mean Boys podcast. I'll be right back, and we'll be replaying a game that gets lost.
Loose, foot loose. Pick up your Sunday shoes.
All right, you bozos, listen up. The numbers are in and we're getting creamed by the Post. One of you better have an idea to get our sales out of the toilet, or you're all going to be shining shoes for a nickel by lunchtime.
Boss, Brock says he's got a great story about a pizza place down in Brooklyn making the world's biggest calzone.
Eddie Brock couldn't dig up a decent scoop if you gave him a shovel and a goddamn treasure map. The people don't want puff pieces, they want pictures of Spider-Man. That wall-crawling vigilante is terrorizing the city.
What do you have against Spider-Man, boss? He's a hero.
Yeah, well, heroes don't sell papers.
Boss, I think I've got what you're looking for.
Parker, I forgot you were even here. Let's have a look.
Got him stopping a bank robbery in the Bronx yesterday. Webbed all 12 of the crooks up by the ankles and hung them up from a light post for the NYPD.
These are terrible, just awful.
Are you crazy? I've got a picture in here of me. I mean, Spider-Man in the middle of a backflip. This is great.
It's pretty impressive, Jonah. I think the kid's got something here.
Every paper from here to Kalamazoo's got pictures of this animal swinging around the city like Tarzan. We need a real scoop. I want him robbing a liquor store, or cheating on his girlfriend, or slowly rubbing his crotch against the window of a pet store.
That's not what the readers want from Spider-Man. Wait, what was that thing about the pet store?
Parker! I've been in the news game since you were a twinkle in your daddy's gay eyes. Now there's 2 rules of journalism. Always check your sources and publish a full-color spread of pictures of Spider-Man drinking from a garden hose like a sloppy little boy. And make sure his lips are so close to the nozzle you can taste it, but still far enough that you get the dribble of the water down his chin. Now that's how you sell a fucking newspaper.
Jonah, he's got a picture of Spider-Man fist-fighting the Green Goblin on top of the Empire State Building.
Whoop-de-doo, Robbie. Call me when he's got a picture of that no-good whiphead shirtless eating a sloppy Joe and just letting the sauce go wherever.
Chief, I'm just gonna say it. This feels like just like you have like maybe a weird sexual thing with the Spider-Man.
Do I look like one of those Stonewall Nancy's to you, Parker?
I mean, the mustache is a little gay.
That's enough out of you, Roberts. I didn't bring you 2 in here to give me lip, unless it's Spider-Man's lip. That's the ticket, a full-page shot of his wet, quivering upper lip wrapped around a popsicle. Yeah, eat that popsicle, you little radioactive whore.
Boss?
Huh? Oh, sorry. What are you 2 doing here? Get out of here, and don't come back without pictures.
Yeah, I got it. Pictures of Spider-Man doing gay shit.
Oh, boss?
What do you want, Parker?
Check your top drawer.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat! Spider-Man farting on a cake! Parker, you're a genius! Parker! You're a menace, Spider-Man! I won't rest until you're brought to justice and I get to smell you from the inside!
All right, the Mean Boys podcast is back playing a game we haven't played in a while. One of my favorites. I don't know why it's been so long. Guys, how about a little Is This Domain Name Taken?
Is this domain name taken?
How about yeah?
I just dropped in that theme song that somebody said.
Fat butt shaking.
Oh yeah, we've been sent like 5 different ones. They're all pretty bad. That one's probably my favorite, but I think we're gonna put in this new one that someone did where it's like I think it's like dial up and there's some kind of funky shit going on. I don't know. I'll look at it.
Okay.
But anyway, the name of the game is the rules of the game. I'm gonna give you a domain name. You got to tell me if someone has snapped that up as per my thorough GoDaddy.com 20 minutes ago research. So let's get this going. Number 1, littleboys.club. Is that
Already unhappy.
What tone is this?
Oh, that's mine.
Oh.
Littleboys.club.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he's either got a club for little boys or he's clubbing little boys.
Is everything spelled correctly?
like a baby seal.
Oh, man, I should have done seals.club. That would have been funnier.
Is everything spelled correctly?
Yes. It's not little boiz.club.
I feel like there's a chance this is something less sinister than it sounds like. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
go buy
It's
like,
like a
That's what I
tone-deaf
was
mom.
thinking.
Yeah, I'm
it's-
saying
it's
it's
like-
taken.
It's like an Oshkosh Bagosh Etsy
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we slide together, and then there's some douche in overalls.
What?
What?
I like some douche. You're referring to a fat blonde 8-year-old
Yeah.
Oh, now I see.
Yeah, some
some
tiny
douche
asshole.
in overalls. Thinks he's hot shit because he can do fractions.
I'm going to say, yeah, it's taken.
All right, Tom Gus.
I think it's taken.
Leah
I
Kate.
agree. I think it's taken.
Not taken.
Oh.
That's on the market today.
Don't buy that if you're a Mean
yeah.
Boys fan. We don't want to be connected to this.
More
Speak
about
for
fart
yourself. You can just
lawyers.
redirect it to my website. That's great because they always tell you well, when you're going on podcast and radio, you should have a vanity domain. That you can give out that's if you got a hard to spell name. Like Leah's name or my name, and you're supposed to just
Who can't spell your
Yeah,
name?
how is yours?
He always
Because
gets
the
weird.
O or the E.
Well, I get
in the
Connor
first
C on
name.
an ER McFadden
Yeah.
a lot. That was I rolled up to a casino gig with Keith, and it was just like Connor McFadden.
I was like, close enough.
I was like, all right.
Even the picture of him on the flyer looked like, yeah.
Well, yeah, and I find this out. I'm standing in an elevator next to the poster, and someone's like, "Is that you?" And I was like, kind of.
Allegedly.
Can't they spell check before the poster? I never
It's too
understand
hard.
that. Or the
Well, I like when
marquee.
people misspell it on Facebook as they're looking at your name.
Yeah.
Your name too pisses me off. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just phonetically.
Oh, I
you know.
know.
Yeah. Anyway, number 2, black.attorney.
Taken.
A lot of black attorneys, maybe dealing with
Yeah.
black laws.
You say eternities?
Attorneys.
Attorneys.
Eternities.
Eternities.
Yeah, that's like a
With that.
band,
Eternal
probably.
attorney.
Black Eternity is, I don't know, something we're going to do eventually.
Yeah.
I ran out of steam on that riff.
Guys, let's pick it up here.
All right,
Okay, maybe do a fun Seinfeld lawyer thing.
Oh, yeah, fucking the fake cocker.
Yeah. Julia Childs. That was good.
Taken.
All right, Black Attorney. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I feel like anybody who's making a website about black lawyers specifically is using a different word. Like, it's not a pro-them
Okay, it could be like a Forrest Bias, legal representation service.
That's,
Well, they
yeah,
have
that's
black
what I'm
people
thinking.
meet. So I'm going to say it's taken.
Yeah, and black people are very proud of being black,
Yeah.
and so we're black and lawyers, and you're black and you need a lawyer. Come to our
That's all the
website for a
information you
lawyer.
need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Internet's all about simplicity.
All right, well, good
Teach
news.
us more, Tom.
Tom is aggressively wrong. That is not taken. Apparently, simplicity has nothing to
Okay,
do.
I want that one then.
You can't have you can't have your website be like, go to black.attorney.
Black.attorney got taken by the white man. That's amazing.
All right, this next one has been in the news a little bit lately. Juggalo.family. Is that snapped up?
100%
Yes.
yes.
All right, Tom, your guess.
I'm going to say no because I've just been wrong this whole time.
All right, well, that's taken. So Tom is continuing to...
0-3.
I just want to point out that we are followed on Twitter by an account called The Real Juggalo Family that has
yeah.
like 10,000 followers. So a hearty whoop whoop to all of you.
Yeah, and I
Shout
wore
out.
my Juggalo shirt to the Green Day show yesterday. Show a little solidarity for our boys in the front line.
Yeah, I had a joke about that for the Joker.
Oh, yeah, were they in D.C. on 9/11 or whatever?
Yesterday
They
was
were
not
there
9/11,
yesterday.
but
Oh, I thought
At
they were
the
going on
Lincoln
9/11.
Memorial.
you know when 9/11 was. You were
Oh.
on this show.
No, I know when 9/11 was.
Also
I-
on 9/11.
Well, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
expecting him to own a calendar.
Yeah.
Were they?
I feel like he just has like a series of tally
Wait.
marks on his wall. Yeah, it's 4 past when I started bleeding. Like,
Yeah, what date does 4th of July fall on this year? The 5th?
he somehow turned a nice bedroom in the suburbs into Shawshank.
Yeah, it's Tia's Giving. That's with the girl broke up, and then I got to go to the sad place.
I
With
thought they were
with the
meeting on
ropes.
9/11 originally.
No,
I feel like that would be bad marketing.
Yeah.
Juggalo PR
They're
department.
not good at marketing.
I mean, they're great at marketing. We know what they
they're
are.
pretty good.
Yeah, Tom, they were on the
No,
front
I
page of
learned
every.
what they were pretty much when I started this podcast.
Oh, when you started it, when you went up to Van Nuys and.
No, when I started doing
I
it.
know, I'm kidding.
You know, like how if you're in a group of friends and you can't tell like who's the annoying one, that means you're the annoying one. If you can't tell who the juggalo is, you are the juggalo.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we can't.
You've made me listen to too many stained deep cuts to not be a juggalo.
I made you listen to like 2 songs.
Yeah, that's too many.
Yeah. Well, we were
right, guys.
each other shitty. You went to a Green Day concert.
Yeah,
At least
Green
I
Day-
know Stained is shitty.
Green Day is a perfectly acceptable band, and we will fight about this on the bonus episode
Green
later.
Day is
Hey, I'll have you know,
bitchy
I only went to
Green Day's
tweet
better than
shitty
Stained,
things
I
about it.
think.
What?
I think Green Day's better than Stained.
They're both,
everything's better than
they're
Stained.
equally shitty.
Actual
early
Stains are better than
2000s.
Stains.
Yeah, Leah is currently playing both sides of this argument just to hope we forget she has a Foo Fighters tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're
What's wrong
trash.
with the Foo
I do
Fighters?
like the Foo Fighters.
I mean, old school Foo Fighters.
Yeah, you know, Monkey Wrench.
Yeah,
The good
Nirvana.
shit. Yeah. All right, gang. Genocide.solutions.
Oh my god.
Oh my!
Oh, fuck. I forgot Leah was on the show today.
No, you didn't.
I wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah,
because
okay.
I don't hate
and we
Armenians.
forgot Steve Rannazzisi was in here the week before 9/11. We know what we're doing.
I mean, it could be the solution to the genocide, which is like stop the genocide, or it
It's
could
just
be
a splash page that says "Don't do that," or just be white.
No, it just redirects you to the Amtrak website. I don't know why.
Oh, because the train.
Yeah, that's why.
taken.
Genocide.solutions.
Yeah.
I think it's taken.
I'm gonna say not.
It's taken.
Wait, what is on Genocide Solutions?
A lot of these, it's just people buy the domain, they do cocaine, and they're like, I'm going to start the best genocide website ever, and then, like, nothing happens. So, genocide.solutions is just, there's nothing comes
Just a
up,
landing
you know?
page.
Yeah, just a
Okay, I
landing
was
page.
hoping it wasn't selling some sort of like weird gas.
I don't think you can sell that on the internet. A lot of these.
You
know-
can sell anything on the internet.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's you can't.
Remember
get
that part earlier where I watched a lady fuck a dog on the internet? I didn't have to look that hard.
Well, you gotta get,
like
like,
that
the
took me 45 seconds.
You got to get the Tor browser and the proxy server and shit. You
yeah,
know?
people can't. If you're trying to start,
You can't get that on the ClearNet. You
Okay,
know?
but if you're-
you can't buy demon gas shit on GoDaddy. All
Man,
right.
you guys are talking a lot of violence, a lot of nerd, and I'm not following either.
All right, guys. Let's,
nerd.violence.
let's get into this. In a similar theme, weapons.bargain.
Take it.
Oh man,
I'm gonna say not taken.
I'm gonna say if it is, keep Tom off of it. He has enough already. I'm gonna say not taken.
That is not taken.
Ah, you're so good at this.
Yeah, I just speak Connor.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, Keith has also played all these games more than anybody, you know.
Did.
All right, this next one might be a little tricky. Hell.church.
Taken.
Tom's going taken.
I want this to be real.
It sounds real. Take it.
Hell church.
Hell church is a thing.
Hell.church.
I'm gonna say not taken.
Hell.church is taken.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Which I don't know what we're going to do with our fan club marketing strategy now. We had it all mapped out.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while about possibly doing a tour of just satanic temples throughout the great
And-
United
and
States.
God,
Denny's.
that would be-
And Denny's.
It's gonna
And
make-
I was
Denny's.
just looking at your Denny's tour thing.
Yeah. A tour.
That couldn't be more
very
perfect.
loosely. But yeah, I mean, I just
Yeah.
think it'd be funny to be like, all right, look, there's no Church of Satan in town. We don't have time to start one. So what's going on with the banquet hall, Denny's? Come on. All right, the next one, crime.singles.
Ooh. Isn't that black people meat?
Oh shit.
I've never been prouder of a joke.
Wow.
I'm gonna be all woke and say not taken.
It's called D-Ray Cupid.
What, Tom?
Oh, I'm gonna be all woke and say not taken.
Okay.
How does that make you woke?
I don't really understand that.
Yeah, because I
concept.
fell asleep for a minute.
You don't understand woke?
As a guy who was saying he probably had a set headache because of sleep apnea, I feel like you should understand wokeness.
Yeah.
My head is banging right now.
Good. Okay, that puts us all at ease. Leah, what do you think about the
not
convicted
taken.
felon dating site? Okay, Tom.
Not taken.
Fuck you, Connor.
All right, crime.singles. Not taken. All right, just a couple more here. Throw.rocks.
I don't think it's taken. I'm saying taken for the hope that it's.
You know the most mad I've ever been at myself is when I went on and I was like, oh man, if I could get the website jizz.biz. And it was like $1 million. I should have thought of that. I should have. It was right fucking there.
Jizz.biz.
Beautiful.
That had to have been the first .biz site that got sold.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Like
Cheesewiz.biz.
Yeah, anything that rhymes with a bad word is going to be the first one to go. I'm going to say Throw Rocks is taken.
Okay.
Taken.
Tom?
Taken.
Throw Rocks is taken.
Yay!
It's a fan website for the Rube from the Dollop. No, all right. One more than the final option. The final solution, as Tom would say, blood.recipes. Isn't it taken or not taken?
I bet this is some Twilight bullshit.
Ooh, here's how you spice up your, antisocial tween's 15th birthday.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's just like, some dumpy occult housewife from Minnesota who's just like,
Or-
I put fluids in the lasagna. I'm gonna say taken.
I think it's like how to make blood for things. So taken.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, yeah, like stage blood. Tom, you said taken.
If everyone's saying taken, I'm going not taken.
Not taken. My man Tom.
Fight the power
Nope.
or the authority or the
something.
force.
One.
Fight the force.
Yeah, or your neighbor.
Or whatever's in front of you at the time.
yeah. Fight a wall.
Or diabetes, probably. or gravity. Or your own knee cartilage.
Boats.
Or maybe an errant animal, be it flying or otherwise.
Flying fish.
Or maybe a cop, but just about like whether or not he actually beat that Sudoku puzzle.
Parole officer.
You can fight a lot of stuff.
All right, the final one. How much is this domain name worth? It is available. NaziUSA.com.
Uh-oh. How much is it? How much is NaziUSA.com?
Yeah, how much is...
Who? Okay.
How much is... you heard that thing where all the white power organizations are basically funded by this big, like, armored car robbery that happened in, like, the 90s?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That's probably where Keith got a lot of his diapers, if we're being honest, going back.
Where was that?
I don't know. It was like NorCal, I think. Or like Pacific Northwest somewhere.
Yeah. Off-air conversation.
Oh, shit.
It's not as good as it sounds. And
There's a couple of those where Keith finds... Oh, can I tell the one about the Chuck?
I feel like the answer's no
Chuck
right
M.
now.
What's up?
But can I tell the...
Yeah. Connor was excited to find out that my step grandma was in the Manson family, which I had never told anybody.
Pretty stoked about that. Yeah.
Very briefly, she didn't kill anybody that I'm aware of.
Again, both with Keith and Tom, like every 3 months, we'll be like, "Oh yeah, you didn't know that I am the reason that you can't you got to go through a metal detector at the Natural History Museum." Like it's just always there's always a new one.
One of my relatives found out how to make canned goods not toxic. It was killing people for a while.
Not as good as the Nazi family.
No, not at all.
Manson family, please. It's not a Nazi.
sorry, excuse me.
Well, I guess kind of the same thing. I'm going to say NaziUSA.com is worth $45,000.
All right, Leah K.
I don't know how much things are worth.
It's always kind of a blind.
I don't
Okay,
either.
wow.
Really fucks me
100,000.
over.
Humble brag. What are you, Mitt Romney over there? What's a gallon of milk
Yeah,
cost?
money means
5,
nothing
6
to me.
black people? Tom,
$250,000.
it's $11.99.
How do you not make it $14.88? Like,
I mean, it's right there,
Yeah.
flash sale. At that point, you'd be like, well, I guess I gotta buy it. How am I gonna stick it to the Zog machine if I'm using my blog spot?
the blog machine. That's what it should be.
Zog spot.
Oh, God.
All right, well, we gotta apologize to each other. We'll be right back after whatever happens here.
Swoosh. Hey, everybody, it's Keith and Connor from the Mean Boys Podcast to talk to you about a brand new sponsor we have.
That's right, guys. We're very excited to welcome on board MyBookie.ag.
And what does that .ag stand for?
It is from Antigua. Don't worry about it.
I didn't know that was a place until right
It
now.
could also be Barbados, two really legitimate countries. Anyway, MyBookie.ag is an online sports book where you can bet on pretty much anything. They have online slots that you can play. They have football betting, baseball betting, boxing, MMA. And as you know, we recently passed 100 iTunes reviews, so I became an MMA expert.
Yeah,
All right?
as white people with a podcast, we are bound to get way too into MMA and then just slowly turn into human thumbs.
Yeah, no, I'm just microdosing, with like mushrooms that are like mixed with like animal skulls. And
just railing bone powder with Joe Rogan.
oh yeah, I'm just full of like, courage and search engine optimization. And MyBookie.ag allows you to capitalize on your knowledge of sports. You already know who's going to win. All right, these coaches got their heads up their
Yeah,
butts.
they don't know shit. Every time you watch the game, you're like, I know exactly what's going to happen. You
Yeah.
can tell the future. Now tell the future and get rich doing
It's
it.
like a fucking blockbuster movie, all right? You walk in going, Wonder Woman's going to be not that good, but I won't be able to tell anybody that is the case. So,
Yeah.
Just go make some money off the Steelers, why don't you?
Yeah, this website is better than Wonder Woman is what we're getting at.
Absolutely better than Wonder Woman, all right? Way less broads. No, look, we would only recommend a service to our listeners. That's a good one. This is totally legit. I'm urging you to make mybookie.com your go-to, house of debauchery on the web.
Yeah.
They have in-game live betting, which is some of the most rewarding player perks in the business, and an all-new mobile site that makes it so you can get in the action on the go. All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on the bus and thought, I wish I had less and maybe a lot more money? Then you got mybookie.ag.
Yeah, go on mybookie.ag and then maybe you can win enough money to not have to be on the bus anymore.
It's true. I think it's really the only way left within our capitalist society.
And what are you going to do? Get a job?
Yeah. No. What? An education? Yeah. Good idea. All right. Here's what you do. You got that hot take on Ronda Rousey, and then you go get a Lambo. All right. And you just drive to the Mean Boys live show that's 5 hours away from your house. Now join my bookie today, and we got a very exciting offer for our listeners only.
Very exciting officer.
Very exciting officer.
That's what you said.
Officer Money is here to give you this offer.
Hey, everybody, I'm Officer Money. You have the right to remain wealthy.
Use promo code MEAN to activate this offer, and they will match your deposit with up to a 100% bonus. Bonus. So let's say you steal $50 from your mom and you put it on mybookie.ag. You're going to get up to $50 like additionally, just as bonus fun cash.
Yeah, that's party money.
It's like a fucking it's like a sale at Kohl's, but you can also spend what you get on drugs.
Officer Money approves.
Oh yeah, Officer Money. Well, we know how a character to pitch this show. Visit mybookie.ag today. You play, you win, you get paid. Officer Money says, go give them your money.
Sock it to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mean Boys podcast returns with a very exciting round of our favorite game, which are the following.
Hey! Okay. Sometimes I make loud noises, and I don't like it either.
Harrison Reed writes, you can follow him on Twitter at iRoll20s, but there's no E after the W. Shut up. Anyway, he says, hi, Connor and Keith. Just discovered your podcast. It's not my new favorite thing. Have smashed out about 25 episodes in the last week. You can't even say listening. It's got to be a violent way.
Smashed it out.
Oh, yeah, fucking.
Yeah, I butt fucked the back catalog.
Yeah, dude, I raped all the fucking classics. El Nino, etc. I had an idea for which of the following. Magic the Gathering cards. I've attached it here. Keep it up, guys. Cheers, Harrison. All right, he's actually probably not. He just said cheers, so he's probably a polite guy or whatever. Yeah. All right, so which of the
also,
following?
this is about Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, you're aware of what...
Man is crushing nothing.
It's like blackjack for virgins.
I know what it is. Enough to play.
So these are like, things, and, some of them, they make them look like you could fuck them, so you keep buying them, and you did jerk off to them, and you put them in your folder in school, and then, the rest of them are just look cool, and you try to get all the points so that you feel better about,
You really slipped in some information about yourself
I know,
in the middle of that.
I feel like he just wanted to.
You know how we all masturbate to Magic the Gathering cards?
I've never even masturbated to a Yu-Gi-Oh card. No one is more shocked than me.
I don't believe you, if I'm being honest.
All right, well,
I think you're lying.
I'm an open book, okay?
I think this is the one lie you're telling me, ever.
Speaking of books, which of the following is not a real Magic the Gathering card?
How does that relate?
Doesn't at all.
Okay.
I just thought I'd give you a taste of your own medicine, Tom. Wait, how are those things correlated? Well, yeah, I guess I got to go on a 20-minute fucking mental scavenger hunt to figure out what you meant by one
Sorry,
of the
my
Jonas
brain
Brother
moves
actors.
quickly.
You know what's funny? Is he got meaner, so I think he really has jerked off to a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
No, the energy's dying. I got to bring the show back. All right, look.
Did you notice he laughed like a pig that got stabbed?
Yeah.
Too? Yeah.
No, he definitely did. He definitely has jerked off to a
Mean
Yu-Gi-Oh
Boys fan art
card.
challenge. Draw a picture of like Tom cucking me with Dark Magician Girl. That'll be very funny to a Yu-Gi-Oh fan,
Oh, no.
Or not Tom, Keith, because I guess Tom's weird about people pooping on pictures of him and all that.
No, do me and Tom.
Yeah.
Spit roasting, I don't know, a fucking Keebler out for whatever the fuck Yu-Gi-Oh is.
And Leah's filming it. All right, so A, Slippery Bogle. B, Boggart Ram Gang. C, Skeeking Pie Grub Fellows. Or D, Whirling Gurgle.
Which one did Connor jerk off to?
Ooh, that's a nice whirling. I go to whirlinggurgles.lawyer.
Whirling.gurgles.
What was C?
C was Skeeking Pie Grub Fellows.
I'm going C.
Grub Fellows?
Yeah.
It's me and Tom's new podcast.
Tune into Grub Fellows.
Yeah, we just eat half sandwiches out of the trash.
I'm the burger. I'm the fries. Welcome to Grub Fellows.
Never mind, the Grub Fellows is canceled.
Yeah, Grub Fellows.
Welcome to Grub Fellow, singular.
I thought that was going to go smoothier.
The movie directed by Martin, score food pun.
I'm furious at you, Tom. I'm going to say A.
What a pickle.
What was B again?
B was Boggart Ram Gang.
Boggart. I'm going to say B.
Which sounds like an English guy who,
That sounds
hurts
real.
people. All
A
right,
lot
the
of
fake one.
boggarts in magic.
D. It's D. The answer's D. It's the whirling Gurglemesh that I'd fuck because I'm sad. All right, is everyone?
Yeah.
Are we all ready to go on to round number?
Yeah.
You like when I adopt my angry substitute teacher energy for the show?
Yeah, is everybody satisfied?
All right, round number 2.
All right, round number 2.
A, Wine of Blood and Iron.
Okay.
B, Star That Has Fallen.
Okay.
C, Ishy Ishy Goblin Crack Shot.
That's that song from Moulin Rouge, right?
That sounds like a dance, like Wii game where it's like Ishi Ishi, I'm a troll. Or D, Puss Kami. The kami means like God in Japanese or whatever. So that you're just the god of
so
pus.
it's not just it's not just a gross
this
communist.
isn't a Japanese game.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just saying maybe it's got like a Oriental iconography in it or whatever.
What was A?
A was Wine of Blood and Iron.
And B?
Tom does
Star
this
That
every
Has
time. Where he
Fallen.
just makes him reread every single
And
one.
C? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to go A.
All right, Leah.
Can you read C again?
Ishy Ishy Goblin Crack Shot.
I think D.
I'm gonna go B.
All right, the fake one B, The Star That Has Fallen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's
I think I had an
That was
Ishii
the star that has fallen
That was
was
the-
you delivering pizza to Crystalia.
I was about to say that was baiting that. Yeah, yeah. Hey man, do a Goblin Ishki undateable.
I love when you just are mad about something, but you don't really have the energy to put it all together.
I'm starting to catch Tom's headache, which I think he transmits, contagiously through audio waves. You're the only person who can get someone sick just through your words.
He also just leaned in and looked very powerfully at the microphone when he was about to say something, and then just breathed.
Yeah, Tom, you look like you're very deliberately trying not to throw up.
Thank you.
Let's back through this so Tom doesn't die.
All right, no, I'm slowing it down. All right, I'm going on strike here. A, Dimir Drizzt. That's a weird name, guys. You want to dissect that one a little bit? What does that sound like it could be?
Drizzt. I like the alliteration. It sounds like a thing that makes Tom sit here for a while.
Dimir Drizzt. He's going to be drizzling out some.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to
Gonorrhea
somehow
dick.
shit out barf, if that makes sense.
Demir Drizzt sounds like what you called the feeling you got after you got pegged.
Dimir Drizzt, didn't he? He opens for Little Rel sometimes.
In Demir Drizzt's home country, he was a super doctor.
Hey. All right, B. All right, I'll speed it up, Tom, and we'll get.
No, you're good.
Do you
you're
need
good,
water
you're
or
good.
anything?
No, I'm okay. We're
All right.
good.
All right. B. So help me God, if you ask me to repeat Demir Drizzt, I'm going to stab you with a gun. All right. B. Gruel Nadarog.
Okay.
C. Drooling Grudion. Or D. Helium Squirter.
Drooling Grudion.
I'm gonna
is my
say
least
Helium
favorite Phil
Squirter.
Collins
That's
song.
what I call Christy Chill.
I'm gonna say D.
That was rude. Sorry, Christy. You're going to say
Who's
D?
Christy?
Oh, the high voice gal from Roast Battle?
Jimmy Carr, Destroyer.
Oh, the New York chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C.
A.
All right, guys. It's A. It's
Boom.
Demir Drizzt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was. You spent too much time on it. You were happy with it.
I actually didn't read it. I didn't make this. This was made by...
I always forget you don't actually make these.
I haven't...
Yeah,
I've only made,
sometimes
like,
we
half
make fun
them.
of Connor thinking he wrote, and then someone else does. I get really mad at you for a very long time.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Once again,
happened
Callie,
once.
I'm sorry. I made fun of your game.
Oh, yeah, we should say
And,
that.
and thank you.
We'll
and
do
thank
that.
you
We'll
very
do that
much.
in the play. Okay, well, now we'll just derail the game. Thanks, Callie Velasquez.
Thank you, Callie.
At my gig in New Mexico, brought us a gift basket, which was incredibly sweet. And then said I looked grumpy, so just walked away and didn't talk to me. So she just gave us all this shit, and she's like, you seem like you needed some alone time.
Which is honestly the nicest thing a person can do for
Yeah.
Connor is just
Yeah.
accept that he does not want human interaction. Just give him trinkets
I'd
and
love
then
to
leave.
chat if you, I don't know, if you can just feed my ego about, knowing trivia about my podcast. But and also, Callie's one of our longest fans, goes back forever. So thanks for all the cool shit. We got Tom some fun science projects for kids.
Which we are going to film him doing at some point.
Yeah, we got a lot
Maybe
of puzzles
today.
for Jessica. That was very sweet. So anyway, round number too many. Which of the following? Magic, Virgin Blackjack, callback, try to get momentum back up. A, jilt. B, turnt. C, bamboozle. D, dingus egg.
Wait, turned?
Yeah. Oh, Tom's got to drop a dingus egg.
Was it A and C?
What do you feel like
You have one job. Remember 4 words.
And here's the thing, you're earnest every time you ask. It's not a bit. I can tell that you're like, oh, fuck, I got too distracted by whatever a jilt was to remember that was actually the one I asked you to repeat. A and C. A is jilt, C is bamboozle. Does anyone else feel like Tom just poops out tinier Toms?
Like a Russian nesting doll, and they poop
yeah.
out an even smaller Tom.
No.
This is the stocking up for the war.
The war on what?
I don't know.
What are you going to Trojan horse?
I feel like a
special
bunch of
needs
little
bus?
Toms could be a really cool episode of the Twilight Zone.
Would you rather fight one Tom the size of a horse or 40 horses the size of Tom? It's an old thing. Never mind. All right, I'm going to say Turnt.
All right, Tom.
I'm gonna say bamboozled.
Okay,
I
Lily.
say turnt too.
All right, the fake one is Turnt.
Hell yeah.
Swear
For some reason,
Okay.
it's a weird one to pick. All right, this guy did too many rounds, but thank you. Special Arabic Racism Edition.
Oh, no.
That was my favorite.
If you ask me, he did just enough rounds to get me here.
A, Jihad. B, Army of Allah. C, Desert Storm. Or D, Camel.
I love that this is Magic the Gathering. So it's like we have all these mythological creatures like goblins and elves and Muslims. Oh God, what was C again?
C was Bamboozle. No, I'm kidding. C was Desert Storm.
There's no way. I'm gonna say camel. I think it's a trick.
Okay.
I'm going to say Desert Storm.
I can't remember A and B, so I'm just gonna say B.
All right. It is C, Desert Storm.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone knows that Gary Gygax or whatever hated Bush 41. Not even. He made D&D.
Let's we're almost done with this.
I'm sorry. What language was that?
All real or all fake? Thanks to the merciful love of the devil below. A.
What was A?
Here's the thing. I genuinely don't know what happened because the show was going really well, and then somehow in this segment we all just melted.
Yeah,
Our brains all stopped working.
I think we're all doing that thing. We're like, all right, I'm going to coast for a few minutes, get some steam back. They'll
Yeah.
pick it up, and everyone went out for a
everyone
pack of smokes and did not come back.
All right. Let's really close it out strong.
All right,
And then
guys,
Here we go.
a lot of energy. Deadapult, Dance of the Dead, Dripping Dead, and Vengeful Dead. Are those all real or all fake?
all real.
They're all real, and I think that I had all of those cards.
Oh, did you play Magic?
All real.
I
All
did.
real?
I was in the Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
You should
They're
be
all
bad
real.
at this.
Oh, that's the origin of one of the...
like over 1 million.
Really?
Because
Oh,
it's been
shit.
going around since like the 80s.
Yeah, this is the best Tom Goss out of context quote maybe ever, which is yeah, some of the best sleep of my life I got on the floor of the Anaheim Convention Center.
What's
It's
funny?
not only narrowly by, the first time I saw Girls Gone Wild was in my hockey coach's attic.
What's funny is I've heard that thing about you sleeping at the convention center, but I didn't think like, oh, you were at like an event there. I just thought you were squatting at the Anaheim Convention Center during off hours.
I was, it was, I think, round 7 of the Anaheim Grand Prix. I got knocked out, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to sleep.
That's absolutely not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
when
you
you're
get knocked out. You're not a Pokemon. You don't need to wait till someone takes you to Nurse Joy to get you back.
Oh, I thought you meant like literally knocked out.
No,
No, I think that's also what he would do at that point. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go sleep off this concussion.
Yeah, they told me we were playing street rules. I thought the Anaheim Convention Center is real small, and there's a lot of spiders, and also it's a basement. And instead of they just gave me an Uno deck and then a couple of coupons, and it didn't go well for me. He had a blue-green deck.
Jesus. All right, well, that's it for Which of the Following. We will be right back with the mailbag and plugs and all that good stuff right after this.
Guang.
Hey, everybody. I'm Maurice Hirschbaum of the accounting firm of Hirschbaum, Greenberg, third Jewish name, and Schwartz. I'm the Mean Boys Podcast financial advisor, a position I work in pro bono. I mean, I'm supposed to be getting paid, but every check these schmucks writes bounces harder than Keith Carey's fat tits on a trampoline. I've been around the block a time or two, but I gotta tell you, I have never met more financially irresponsible people than the Mean Boys. I told that McSpadden kid he needs to diversify his portfolio, and he just called me an SJW and mumbled something about a Confederate flag. I asked Tom Goss for his bank statement, so he wrote 48 cents on a brick and threw it through my windshield. And then they got that creep Keith. I don't know what he's doing. The guy doesn't even have a bedroom with 4 walls, and he's asking me to get him a bank loan so he can replace the bathroom with something called a fat chig hot tub. I don't even know what that means. Is it like a regular hot tub, but just bigger? Is it like full of barbecue sauce? Does it include the fat chicks, or is it just designed to entice them? Look, I could ask him, but honestly, I don't want to know. The point is, I need help helping these boys not die in a puddle of their own bad decisions. Contribute to the Mean Boys Patreon today to receive weekly bonus content, merch, t-shirts, and even a chance to be on the show yourself. Go to patreon.com/meanboys today to pledge your support. All right, I just got a text from Tom asking if he can buy all of the stock in birds. I have to try to figure out how to explain to him what any of those words mean. All right, go to patreon.com/meanboys and help me fix these broken idiots. Mean. Is life getting you down? Does every day feel like a burden? Are you unhappy in your career, home life, or geopolitical standing? At last, there's a better way. Take control of your life with Violence. Violence is cheap, simple, and guaranteed effective. Whether you're trying to conquer the world or just showing your kids what a big, strong man you are, Violence is the simplest, most foolproof way to take charge of your life. Violence uses a patented chemical process that targets the disobedience of others and turns their feelings of disagreement into pain. Then nature takes its course as pain turns into fear, fear turns into subservience, and subservience turns into you getting that parking space from that cocksucker in the smart car who cut you off. It's just that easy. Here's just a short list of the problems violence can solve. War, poverty, who gets the food, which God is real, your wife's shitty attitude, and so many more. For extreme cases, try new Violence Plus. All of the stopping power of original recipe Violence, but with a brand new patented ingredient called Gun. Gun is easy to use, available over the counter, and combines the thrill of loud noises with the excitement of watching the light leave your enemy's eyes. If you're looking to teach someone a lesson, why not let Gun be the exclamation point at the end of it? Violence can be habit-forming, and it should because it feels amazing. Side effects of violence include escalation, nightmares of the lives you've destroyed, and itchy penis. Ask a doctor if violence is right for you. If he says no, crush his face in a mammogram machine and then laugh while he tries to pick his teeth up off the floor. Violence. Weakness is a disease. We're the cure.
And the Mean Boys podcast returns one more time to close out the show with some of your questions, your voicemails, your comments, and a little bit about what's going on with us. Guys, the first tweet comes to us today from Hendrik Pasternak, a Mean Boys early adopter. He asked, how was the Green Day concert?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was. We went and saw Green Day last night, and basically it was just watching Connor just lose his mind with rage at any element of positivity.
Like I would get like Billy Joe would start going on these rants about and that's why these politicians are tearing us apart. We don't need it, man. We just need each other. It's about the music. And I'd be like, I'm like just shitting rage. And then I'd be like, oh, hey, fucking when I come around, you know?
Yeah. I think the highlight of the night for me was when he goes this is about freedom. And we're like, we paid $40 to park. Like,
Who wants a revolution? Brought to you by Muscle Milk at the Honda Rose Bowl.
Yeah, and I want to go right. That $40, not an exaggeration. Fuck the Rose Bowl.
$40?
Yeah, and we pull in and the guy's like, that'll be $40. And Keith goes, what? It used to be 20. And he's like, yeah, I bet you weren't expecting that.
Just this surly Latino teen who's just like, fucking I know, right?
And then Keith was just like, yeah, no, that totally sucks. Here you go, fuck face.
Yeah. Well, because he's just laughing at us. I'm like, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
I will rip your fucking puberty mustache off your shitty face.
Yeah, but they did Green Day. It was cool. It was fun, worth it, good time.
I had a good time.
My main takeaway was that I like Fat Mike a lot. I was just like, I would way rather be Fat Mike than Billy Joe Armstrong. Nothing wrong with being Billy Joe Armstrong, but I'm like, all right,
Have you've seen the Foo Fighters, right?
Yeah.
Because Green Day are like
Several
my
times.
Foo Fighters.
Oh, okay.
How many times have you seen them?
Several.
Okay.
4.
They
Probably
said 7,
4.
and I was like, good
No,
lord.
no,
Although
4.
4 is not that much different than
Last
7.
time I went, there was a bunch of 15-year-olds, and I was like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah, Dave Grohl kind of became a meme, and I feel like when you become a meme, you're just going to get a lot of people like, oh yeah, Dave Grohl's awesome. He did that show with a cast. Yeah, we love the Foo Fighters. I don't know any of these songs,
Yeah, exactly.
eating pretzels and taking Instagram snapshots or whatever. Tom, what are your thoughts on Green Day?
Dude, Green Day's terrible. You can like them, but they're terrible.
They're not.
They are.
Nah.
They are. I know so many just 12-year-old girls. That was all the.
Yes, Tom, you're a
fucking-
lacrosse coach.
No, it was different when Keith was in high school and when I was in high school. But it was all.
We were in high school at the same time.
No, we weren't.
I mean, it's part of it.
When did you graduate?
How old are you?
I'm 24.
I'm 28.
When did you
High school's
graduate?
4
though,
years
Keith?
long. I didn't graduate.
Oh,
No, when would you
Dropped out
have
of high school.
graduated?
I was supposed to be in high school when you started high school. That's what
07
Keith is
or
saying.
like 06, I think, or 07?
06.
06.
Yeah, Keith was doing
my-
Vicodin at Disneyland while we were in high school.
100% correct.
All right.
Yeah, my first year was 07. It was all just
Oh my
the
God.
fucking bitchiest fucking people. So the fans ruined it for me, and I didn't like their music. A couple of their early songs I'm okay with, but
Okay.
Yeah.
for the most part, I hate whiny bullshit.
I'm a big fan of it. So
I know. You have no problem shitting on music that I liked when I was 11.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, why do you do a podcast with me?
yeah, we are whiny bullshit in the show.
You need a better friend, man. I'm not fulfilling your needs. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I just need a big black dick and someone that's very secure in themselves and doesn't take down others. I'm like, well, I don't have either of those. This next question comes to us from a buddy of the show and former guest, Ron Swallow. If you guys could have a superpower, what would it be and why? Maybe one weird one and one serious one.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I always go telekinesis because then you can fly. You lift yourself up in the air with the telekinesis, fly around. You can also move shit. I could just get fat and no one would fuck with me.
I've always gone mind. First of all, you can just get fat. It's super easy. You don't need a superpower. Second of all, I've always got mind control, but not in like a weird, shitty way. Just so I can get people who are just mildly inconvenient to leave me alone.
Okay.
You know, I'm like that guy at the parking. I would be like, you know what? This is $20 parking now.
Yeah.
Not even free
Yeah,
parking.
yeah, you're not even going free parking.
No, I just don't want to be ripped off. I don't
Aren't
want
the chuds you're taking from.
Yeah, I'm not trying to game the system. I'm going to use it to probably rob like 2 banks and just be okay for a while, and then the rest.
At no point does the Kim Jong Un factor into the equation. You're just like,
what? I'm going to fly to Korea and deal with that.
yeah,
It's a long flight.
well, yeah, and you'd have to pay for that, because you have mind control.
Yeah, it's true, but it's still a long flight.
You could mind control.
I guess I can smoke on the plane now because I can get them to let me do that.
I'll save the world if I can smoke on the plane. I can't suck down a nicotine lozenge for world peace. No, thank you. I'm going to need to
They're
trick
expensive, man.
an entire cabin full of British Airways passengers.
I really just have to trick one flight attendant. I don't need the other passengers to be stoked on it. Like,
I think that you do it, but she's just like, yeah, I don't know why, but I'm letting it slide. I like that he's got moxie.
only he can smoke. Wait, what are you doing?
A regular one or
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Yeah.
flight? Always flight.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that means
You're
I'm
not getting
noble
enough
somehow.
bird jokes, is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I got to really lean into that, right?
Yeah, you don't want to just everyone's on the news and she's like, oh, well, the Super Leah saved the Earth from an asteroid with her powers of flight. Wonder how she got that one. Just every night forever.
People in high school used to be like, "You're like aerodynamic because of your nose," and I'd be like, "Cool."
Yeah, I'm not.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know.
That's not how birds work.
No,
I know.
Birds don't fly out of their beak.
Yeah.
Like,
That
Your
makes
guidance
no
counselor
sense at
just
all.
goes like, look, I know you've got a 4.0 GPA, but have you considered human cannonball as a career path for yourself? Tom, how about you? What power are you going with?
I'll probably be able to speed up and slow down time,
Oh, yeah?
but
That's a good
I
one.
can move normal.
What are you doing with this one?
Whatever I want. Like that's ultimate. If you can
Like,
just,
well, no, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be getting into an argument with Tom, and then he just goes, psh, and then we're moving at like a million nanoseconds per hour or whatever. And then Tom just goes, he learns a bunch of shit, and then comes back, pops back into present like time rate, and still gets it wrong. That's
and
how
then
that power.
yeah, he does all that, and then goes back. He's like, "Wait, what was B again?"
He goes out. He's like, "Oh yeah, I read the entire works of Shakespeare. I've committed them to memory, and I'll have you know." I was like, "We were talking about Lord of the Rings." I think of a fun one. I feel like telekinesis would be pretty fun. If you can't have fun with telekinesis, you have a shitty imagination.
Yeah, well, yeah. Telekinesis is just I can move everything.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I could I'd look, I could look at someone on TV like an evil type or whatever, and I can just go. And I disconnect their spinal column, and then they just go. Ooh, they die.
You could have a lot of fun, like taking a man's skeleton apart.
Well, yeah, maybe if he's a bad man.
You did the bare minimum to explain it's a bad guy. It's just a guy you don't like.
I'm not gonna do this to fucking insert person I don't really dislike a lot of people. Keith,
That's the least true thing you've said since not jerking off to the Yu-Gi-Oh card.
maybe be able to control bananas or talk
Get
to
the
animals.
fuck out of here! What, you have complete dominion over bananas? You're bigger than them. All right,
You can afford
What
probably
happened with the
3 to
banana?
5 of them.
Your species knows how to peel them. They basically invented that shit.
No, could you imagine?
They're an inanimate
We're
object.
doing a funny one. I could be the Magneto of bananas. How fucking cool would that be?
You could get a lot of people
that
to
way I get all the
slip.
monkeys on my side. Like,
You can get other people to slip. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
just tons of
Okay, Derpy
slipping.
Kong. All right, we got a couple here. All right, some voicemails. All right, let's play. Let's see what this one is.
Hi there, mean boys. This is Death to the Filth from Indiana. I was just calling. I'd been listening to your subscriber content and had a couple of things to share. First, you guys were talking about the name Bumpus that you had heard on the road, I guess, while in Kentucky. Yeah. Well, that's not the worst one. In the town I currently live, there is a clan, that's really the only way to describe it, of people with the last name of Phoenix. Phenis. Phoenix. the vast majority of whom live in trailers and are addicted to either methamphetamines or Oxycontin.
Or cousin pussy.
But, of course, if your last name is Phoenix, I guess it's kind of what you got to do in life, The other thing, you guys were talking about school stories, and I wanted to share real quick how I got expelled from high school my senior year.
So I brought a gun.
I was a senior, graduating early. I was graduating at 17, dating a freshman who was a little late on freshman. She was 16.
Uh-oh.
And unbeknownst to me, she was a little bit of an exhibitionist. So one day while we were at school, she offered to give me head at school.
By the way, I like how he sounds like a stern dad. The student was like, well, then, you need to look both ways when you're crossing the street. Before
He's the most articulate person who's ever called in.
Yeah, I love this guy.
I know, it's shocking. I'm waiting for him to be like, show me your butthole.
I met him on, this dude's my favorite.
While we were waiting for the bus. The school was under construction. There was an unused stairwell, hidden off to the side. Nobody really went down anymore. I said to her, hey, we could get caught. And she said to me, yeah, that's what makes it so much fun. And, of course, we did get caught. And I was blamed because, I was the big, bad 1 year older person, and I got expelled, and she was the little dove, even though it was her idea. So that's how I got expelled from high school.
Did he marry her?
So aside from that one really cool story, I was pretty much a Dungeons and Dragons playing loser throughout all of high school. But anyway, just was listening to your bonus content stuff and was reminded of those things and thought I'd share. Keep up the good work, guys. Take care.
Yeah, I also I
what
love
a
this
normal guy to call in.
This guy jumped in. No, hold up. This guy jumped into my Facebook status. He's like, "Yeah, my wife lets me fuck dudes all the time. I don't get what the big deal."
Oh man, congratulations to the happiest man in the world.
No, he more or less mansplained throat fucking to people on my thread. No, I was just like, this guy rules. That's the only thing you're.
Oh wait, no, he did that on one of my threads too.
Oh, he did. Okay, maybe that was what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
The same thing, throat fucking?
Yeah, well, it was on that thing about me making Dan Nolan suck my dick.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, I posted a status that said to Dan, if I got 100 likes, Dan Nolan.
Hey, the Mean Boys here. We just had another audio skip.
God damn it.
This is all going to be figured out by the next show.
What
Poor
sucks
Leah,
about it is
sorry.
this is like one of the best episodes we've done in a while. And then it's also cursed.
Yeah. And we
Because I'm a witch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, we keep losing this amazing shit,
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to jump back into this voicemail for Leah. We've already listened to most of it. Haven't paused.
An 88-year-old man was convicted.
Hurricane Harvey. All right.
Hey, Mean Boys. Calling in for Leah Kayajanian. And I wanted to ask a question for your mailbag.
I have
Here
a
we go.
basket, and the lotion needs to go.
Leah is compared to a guy a lot in roast battles. People say you're very manly. You had a pretty good comeback against
How
Connor
stoked are you that you get to
about
listen to this again?
that.
All right.
So, I guess my question is, if you were a dude and you had a dick, who would be the B-list celebrity female
B-list?
that you would have sex with? And male, if
How
you want
dare
to
you.
answer that too, if you decided you were a gay male.
It's
All
a
right.
choice,
Thanks, bye.
Or I could just be a woman that fucks a woman also.
Yeah, or she could get a strap on.
I think
Who
this
would
guy
I
really
fuck is your question.
guy's really just like, I'm just thinking about you having a dick.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you say
Exactly.
is irrelevant.
It's all dependent on me having...
Well, no, I really think this guy was just like, oh, baby, this will be funny. Okay, so if you had a dick.
If you had a wiener boner, who would you put it at?
Why B-list?
I don't know why this audience never grows, because as soon as people feel connected enough to the show to leave a voicemail, we just trash it the entire time.
I know, B-list is such a weird specification.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what that
That's really an
is,
insult
so.
to Jeff Ross. Thank you. All right, and I think he'd be lucky to be fucked by a trans cast member of his probably least a high profile project in years.
What?
I'm going to go with Venus and Serena Williams.
Okay.
I like athletes.
Same time or like separately and then pit them
Same
against
time.
each other?
Same.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then pit them against each other.
Oh, nice. Family reunion.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder. I feel like
Sorry,
they get
both of
competitive
you.
while they're.
Guess my ex isn't the only one
By the
fucking
way,
dogs.
also sorry.
Like, I feel like if Venus and Serena were like trying to get each other off like in a lesbian fashion. I feel like they get competitive. Like, I'm not coming, you're coming. All right, mom loves me more. Fuck you. Yeah, we have 40 love your fucking twat. Yeah, fuck this computer.
The funniest thing is you were so committed to your under-the-table finger bang act out.
I thought it was going to bring something out of us. Where,
I'm watching Connor's mohawk learn how to frown.
yeah, we keep losing the best shit. We had a great email from Gainesville, Florida.
Hey, we're still doing good. This is still
fun.
fun. We don't have to talk about how bad it is. We can finish it out.
Yeah, we don't. Now this is like when you're over at your friend's house for a sleepover, and then mom and dad start fighting.
Yeah,
and it's like, all right, well maybe we can just get more Teddy Grahams from the store tomorrow because Parker didn't know. And it's like, well maybe someone's got to go in his fucking lunch tomorrow, or he's going to get low blood sugar, and then hit another kid. And then we're going to have to fucking pay for private school, even though that's what you wanted to do to begin with. I'm not even Catholic, Aaron.
Well, maybe you could have taken the pill, and then Parker wouldn't be a problem anymore. But we're here, we're dealing with it.
Maybe you could have gotten your shift cover at the 24-hour photo place. All right, why does it need to be open that late? And then could have driven me
photos
to
at 4
the
a.m.
fucking Rite Aid, Cheryl.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Well, we don't do improv because when we do, that happens. But I don't know.
All right.
That's the show.
Was that really it?
Yeah, that was all the voice.
Awesome. Leah, thank you for coming.
Thanks
Sorry
for
the
having me.
computer's cursed. Where can they find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at Leah KJ, also
Cool.
on Instagram, Facebook.
She's also a karaoke DJ.
Yeah.
You were
No,
so excited about that terrible joke.
Oh, whatever.
and myname.com is my website.
Nice.
Wait, is that? Did you really get Did you get the funny domain where it's where it's just my name?
No, it's literally LeahKayajanian.com.
Yeah. And if you say it backwards, she has to return to her home dimension. So that's pretty cool, too.
Oh, you.
Please don't say it 3 times.
We did. Now she's on the show.
Or then she's gonna have a dick and have to fuck Zac Efron.
Oh, no.
and have
You
to
asked for it.
B-listal juice.
You could fuck someone in the top.
Yeah, you could-
With like
I know. What does that
with a
mean?
1,000
Yeah.
plus star ranker on IMDb.
You can fuck somebody who was famous like 4 years ago. I think that's
Thank
like
you.
yeah,
That's
like
the nicest
like a
thing anybody has
Sudeikis, like
ever
a Jason Sudeikis.
I think.
Okay.
I think you could get a drunk Johnny Galecki. I'll go even higher. He's just like stroking here. He's like, yeah, no, I really liked dinosaurs when I was a kid.
Oh my god.
If you want to see me doing stand-ups this week, Keith and myself will be at the live Unpopular Opinion show at the Alex Theater in Glendale on Tuesday, the night this comes out. Wait, no, we won't. We'll be doing the live Mean Boys. We'll be doing that the day after.
Yeah, I will just be at the live Mean Boys.
Tom will be there.
Day this drops Tuesday, December 19th, live Mean Boys at Harvell's in Long Beach. Wednesday, the Unpops live show in Glendale. Me and Connor will be on that. Friday, I'll be at Unnecessary Evil at the West Side Comedy Theater. And
Friday, my Chase bank payment is due. It's $144.
there we go. All right.
I'm at some place called Katsuya on Thursday.
That's a restaurant.
Yeah, figure that one out.
Ah.
All right, guys.
Let's do it. Fuck. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We close the show by saying
like, what
fuck
is
everything.
God is dead.
Wait,
Fuck
yeah,
everything.
yeah, so I'll do go. Fuck everything. God is dead.
We're
got it.
keeping this.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck everything. God is dead.
Also, I'll be at the Harp on the